Look, here's the thing. Have you ever had that moment on a Tuesday night where you open your banking app just to check in and you feel that literal physical sink in your stomach? You know the one. You've been working hard, you did the overtime, you skipped the expensive steak dinner last weekend. You feel like you've been good, but then you see the number. $1,400. And you realize that after rent drops tomorrow and the car insurance hits on Thursday, you're basically back to zero. It's like you're running on a financial treadmill that's set just slightly faster than you can actually sprint. You're exhausted, you're sweating, but you haven't moved an inch. You start doing the depressing math in your head. If I save $200 a month, it'll take me 20 years to have a meaningful house deposit. And that's when you just give up and order the $40 Uber Eats, because honestly, what's the point? If that's literally you, if you feel like you're working for your money instead of your money working for you, then we need to stop the treadmill. Today, we aren't talking about tips and tricks. We are talking about a radical, slightly painful, but 100% mathematical blueprint to go from zero to $50,000 in exactly 365 days. My name is Jimmy, and I spend way too much time thinking about the invisible scripts that keep people broke. If you're someone who is tired of feeling like a passenger in your own financial life, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Most financial gurus will tell you to save 10% of your income and wait 40 years. That's great advice if you're a tortoise, but if you want to change your life now, 10% isn't going to cut it. We're talking about a radical action plan. Here's what most people don't realize. $50,000 isn't just a number, it's a psychological escape velocity. Once you have $50,000 in a high-yield savings account, the way you breathe changes. Your boss can't bully you as easily because you have walk-away money. An engine failure on your car is a nuisance, not a life-ending catastrophe. But to get there in a year, we have to look at the cold, hard numbers. $50,000 divided by 12 months equals $4,166 per month. Now you might be thinking, Jimmy, I don't even make $4,166 a month after taxes. This video is for rich people. Wait, hold on. This is where it gets really interesting. This plan isn't about your current salary. It's about a total restructuring of your relationship with capital. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household spends about $5,100 a month. Most of that is lifestyle creep, the invisible tax we pay to look successful to people we don't even like. To hit $4,166 in savings every month, we have to attack two fronts, the defensive squeeze and the offensive surge. Let's talk about your life. Or rather, the version of your life you're going to pause for the next 12 months. In finance, there's a concept called Parkinson's law. It basically says that your expenses will always rise to meet your income. If you get a $5,000 raise, you magically find $5,000 worth of new needs. To save $50K, we have to break Parkinson's law with a sledgehammer. Step 1, the Big Three audit. Look, stop worrying about the $5 lattes. Seriously, if you buy a latte every single day for a year, that's $1,825. It's not nothing, but it's not $50,000. You're stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. You need to attack the Big Three: housing, transportation, and food. Housing. If you're paying $2,000 a month for a cool apartment downtown, you can't do this plan, period. For 1 year, you move. You get a roommate. You move back into your parents' basement. You find a studio in a boring suburb. If you cut rent from $2,000 to $1,000, you just found $12,000 of your $50,000 goal. Transportation. The average car payment in the U.S. is now over $700. That is insane. It's a literal wealth killer. If you have a car payment, sell the car. Buy a $5,000 beater with cash. Food. The average American spends $3,000 a year just on dining out. For this year, you were a ghost at restaurants. You learned the glorious art of the bulk buy. Jimmy. Now, you might be thinking, Jimmy, that sounds miserable. It is. It's supposed to be. This is a radical action plan. You're trading 1 year of boring for a lifetime of secure. Most people aren't willing to be boring for 12 months, which is why most people have less than $1,000 in their bank account. Here's the thing. Even if you live like a monk, you might still only be saving $2,000 a month. We still have a $2,166 gap to close to hit our $4,166 target. This is where you have to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a mercenary. According to a 2023 study by Bankrate, about 39% of Americans have a side hustle. But here's the mistake they make. They do low-leverage work. They drive for rideshare apps for $15 an hour after gas and wear and tear. That's just trading your health for pennies. To close a $2,000 a month gap, you need high-leverage income. What is a skill you have that people will pay $50 to $100 an hour for? Can you edit videos? Can you manage social media for local businesses who don't know what a reel is? Can you do basic bookkeeping? If you work just 10 hours a week at $50 an hour, that's $2,000 a month. $2,000 savings from squeeze plus $2,000 side income equals $4,000. Suddenly, the impossible $50,000 is sitting right there on your doorstep. This is where it gets really interesting. Around month 6, you're going to have about $25,000. This is the danger zone. Psychologically, your brain is going to play a trick on you. It's called moral licensing. You'll say, I've been so good. I have 25 grand. Surely I can afford a $3,000 vacation to Mexico. No, you can't, because $25,000 feels like a lot. But in the grand scheme of your life, it's just a soft landing. It's not freedom yet. If you stop now, the invisible scripts win. Think of it like an airplane taking off. The most dangerous part is when you're halfway up. You haven't reached cruising altitude yet, but you're too high to just stop. You have to push through the turbulence. To really guarantee that 50K, you have to implement the found money rule. Throughout the year, you're going to get bonuses from the universe. A tax refund, a birthday check from your grandma, a work bonus, a class action lawsuit check for $12.40. Most people treat found money as fun money. They spend it before it even hits their account. Under the Radical Action Plan, found money does not exist. It goes directly into the 50K bucket. It's the buffer for when your car's alternator inevitably dies or your side hustle client fires you. I want to tell you a quick story about two guys I knew. Let's call them Mark and Chris. Both made $60,000. Both lived in the same city. Mark did the normal thing. He got a nice one-bedroom, financed a mid-sized SUV, and went out every Friday. He saved $300 a month. At the end of the year, he had $3,600. He felt okay, but he was one bad break away from disaster. Chris decided to be radical. He moved in with Mark, paying half the rent, kept his old car, and started a side business doing mobile car detailing on weekends. He saved $4,200 a month. At the end of the year, Chris had $50,000. Mark looked at Chris and said, "You're lucky, man. You just have more discipline than me." No, luck had nothing to do with it. Chris just understood the math. While Mark was paying for convenience and status, Chris was buying his freedom. Today, Chris used that $50K to start a business that now nets him $200K a year. Mark is still in that same apartment, still saving $300 a month, still one Tuesday night away from a stomachache.
Look, here's the final truth. $50,000 in a year isn't about being a math genius. It's about being tired of your own excuses. It's about deciding that for the next 365 days, your future self is more important than your current comfort. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Are you going to want to quit in month 3? Absolutely. But imagine yourself 1 year from today. You open that app, you see $50,000. The weight that leaves your shoulders in that moment is worth every skipped meal and every late night side hustle. So, here is your call to action. 1. Calculate your big 3 right now. How much can you cut? 2. Pick one high leverage skill. How are you going to make that extra 2K? 3. Comment below with your goal. Tell me, I'm hitting 50K by date. Write it down. Make it real. If you want the specific spreadsheet I use to track this radical plan, check the link in the description. Stop running on the treadmill. Start building the fortress. I'll see you in the next one.